Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting episode of Munches and Thoughts. My name is Patanani. Of course, I am your chef. And I'm not alone, guys. Guys, you know what, ne? I just love you. Okay, let's do this before, because now I see I'm becoming excited. You will introduce yourself and tell us who are you, where you from, and what's special about you.
Okay, I'm Gachiso, but most people know me by Yulan.
Who?
Yulan.
Yulan.
Yes. Let me spell it for you. Yulan.
Is that Italian, darling?
No, it's not. Well, it's actually Chinese, but yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I'm from Atteridgeville, which is in Pretoria.
Okay.
And I would say what's special about me the most is that most people say a built-in best friend. So, so wherever I go, people say, "Oh, he's a twin." So yeah.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much, Kachi. I would love to call the other name, but it's gonna hurt my tongue. Over to you.
Hi guys, my name is Mponukera. I'm a chef as well, like the host. And what's special about me is that I'm raising a 12-year-old gay boy. And I think that's what people think it's special. Although I don't think it's special, I'm just being a mom.
We will know more about that. To tell us why you think it's not special, while other people are saying special.
I'm from Breckenridge, Alberton.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Paul. You are welcome. I love your t-shirt.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, my son is a rainbow. Is the rainbow shape in my family? No, I'm a rainbow child. I'm not a rainbow shape. Over to you.
Okay, hi. My name is Cabello, but most people know me as Cornet.
Colette.
Cornet.
You are okay.
Cornet.
Connect or connect.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not Chinese, but
It's okay, darling.
yeah, but also I think why I am special is because I live in my truth always, regardless of who's around me. I know
Okay.
myself, and I will not subject myself to the people who are criticizing. But I will listen, but not take it as it will not impact me negative in my life. So I feel that's why I am special.
Wow. Nibazwileke basichazile ukuthi bangobani baqhamukaphi. I just love what you just said now. You just touched my soul like in. You live your truth.
Yes.
Babukela Mamakaya, namhlanje I have these three guests I love. As you all know that it's a LGBTQI plus month in our country. So today it's all about family, kids that are raised in the LGBTQ family, whatever. It's all LGBTQ, it's family. So now, as I've said, it's all LGBTQ. What is your understanding about LGBTQI? What is that? What animal is that? For someone who don't know, someone that is watching, before we can dip. As I've said, it's all about family.
Yeah.
So whatever, I think you'll understand, because we're discussing anything on that line. Any of you, we can use any language here. We are more than welcome, even Chinese, because I hate you. So yes, any of you, you are more than welcome.
Okay, I would say it's like a family unit that was once, maybe formed because of the society that we were in, maybe at the time. So we had to find our own family to support each other because of the outside world was not seeing us. It was not acknowledging us, accepting. I wouldn't say accept, because you don't have to accept me. You just have to acknowledge that I exist.
Yes, girl.
I don't need your acceptance. So I feel like
Just acknowledgement.
Yeah, just acknowledge me that I exist, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
Yeah, I definitely love that. I think for me, I call myself the LGBTQI family. I call myself the mom, because for now I see that a lot of families are struggling to. I think this was formed because a lot of families have been struggling to accept. And once you don't get acceptance from family, it's the hardest rock you'd ever have to climb. Because if you don't get accepted in the family, how are you going to be outside?
That's so true.
So that's where the LGBT comes. Now you guys form this family where you know you accept each other, where you know you love each other, where you know you support each other, where you know everything is about all of you guys. I think that's how I see it.
Beautiful, but I'm coming back on that. Over to you.
I would echo what he was saying about not us getting accepted anyway. So I would say, for us, I was watching something last night, and I think it was Viola Davis. She said, "I will not allow anyone to define me." So, in that, I would say the LGBTQ plus community was formed because we were not allowing anyone to define who we are. So we are saying we are rainbow children, here we are here to stay, and you cannot do anything to change who we are, because most people say
It's a phase.
it's a phase. Like, people would say it's a phase, and that is a big problem. So I would say it's family. I see you, I love you for who you are. You are lesbian, you are gay, you are transgender. I see you, I love you for who you are.
How about bisexual?
Yeah,
Also love them.
yeah, bisexual and trans people, and also questioning.
Uncertain.
You know what's interesting about Munchies and Thoughts? You see, I'm having this, but I might not use this. Because you already said a lot of things, and I want to ask from what you just said.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing. I'm coming to you, Mpo. You've got a son that you are raising. 12 years. Maybe he can come here. Come here, baby. Come and say hello to my people. Come and greet them. Just say hello before I start talking. How are you, my darling? I'm fine. I just wanted to say hi. You know, I'm going to shoot with you when you are 16 or 18, ne? But today, just say hello to them. And they love you because I love you. Mwah. Thanks, ne? Bye, baby. So anyway, back to you, Paul. You know, when I was selecting my guest, I normally select guests. I don't just, I need to, you need to have something to offer.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not about good how many people following you. Paul, you are a mother. Are you married?
Yes, I'm married.
Okay, good shot. So your son's got it, you and the father.
Yes.
How nice. Fortunate. The nice thing now is not about a single parent.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of comments about that as well.
Yes,
that I'm a single mom.
Hey, because most people, they've got this stigma that most gay, lesbian, etc., they from single parents, like broken family to say. So you are married, you've got ubaba ka ha ahle. And you, Mpo, just tell me about everything at home and your son, and you supporting your son, because you are an inspiration to me.
Oh, thank you. All right. I started noticing that my child, I think, was gay at the age of 5 or 6.
Okay.
And I didn't really have any problems with it because I didn't think sexuality should be a problem for me because I've always had gay friends.
Oh. Okay.
So it has never been something that I had to accept or deny, or, you know what I mean? But then we didn't have that conversation until later on. I think maybe at the age of 8.
With your son?
Yes, with my son.
Okay, did you talk to your husband?
No, I did not. I did not at first.
Did
Because I
he
wanted to have the
notice?
conversation. No, they don't notice anything.
And they don't.
I mean, even if I was buying toys that were like so feminine for Fafa, he would still bring the trucks and stuff. But so it was just, you know, but eventually I had to sit him down and explain to him how things went, how I see our child going. And he doesn't have a problem. It wasn't easy for him to accept. I think with males, they suffer, I don't know, maybe he was looking to have a makoti or something.
Yes.
And so, but it didn't take him long because he could tell, no, this child is happy this way.
I think all, but let me hear your thoughts on this.
I would say parents always know.
Yeah.
They always see from growing up, they can tell. And it's up to them to act on it or just ignore it, because most of the families, they ignore what they see their child going through, hoping they will change in the future. So once you get a mom as amazing as her, she accepts her child like this because she sees their child is happy. and that their child's happiness is all they want.
All they want.
So whatever they want to do, if that makes them happy, then
Let
that
them.
is
I just couldn't imagine my child being uncomfortable in their own home, where they should be feeling safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, like I said, there's nothing special about what I'm doing. All I'm doing is loving my child as any mother should out there. Because what is special about being a mom? Why did I bring this child into this world if I'm not going to be supportive, if I'm not going to be a mother to this child? For me, that's it. Nothing else.
You just mentioned something very important, like uncomfortable.
In my own home, yes. Because the world is going to make Fafa uncomfortable anyway. So if I'm going to be making Fafa uncomfortable, imagine he has nowhere to go. No way. So he's going to be bullied outside the gate, inside the house. Yonkinda, he's bullied. And then when Fafa kills himself, I'll act like I don't know what happened. While I know very well what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to come to you and all of you. You are a mother, and let's be honest. I think sometimes it's difficult. Sorry, but you have to accept, because I believe that all the parents, their dreams is to see us getting married one day, bring
I
Abu
beg to
Makot.
differ. That's not my dream.
Yes.
That's not my dream for
Okay.
my kids.
Okay.
I want my
What's
kids
your dream?
for my kids to be happy.
Wow.
Not to get married and what. No, that's not my dream. I want my dream is for my kids to be educated, be happy, and be able to stand on their own 2 feet. That's my dream. Whether they get married or they don't get married, I've lived my life. Yes. Why do I want to live my dreams through my kids? I'm not that type of mother. I want my kids to make their own mistakes. I want my kids to leave. That's what I want.
This takes me back to a conversation I heard my dad, because our father passed away in 2019.
I'm sorry for
So
that.
he passed away before we could tell him
Yeah.
that Papa, we are
like
gay.
this, we are gay.
But I think it was a few months ago, he actually had a conversation between our aunt and my dad's friend. Our aunt was like, can you believe what he is thinking wherever he is lying in his grave, thinking his kids are gay? And then my dad's friend was like, no, he knew. Because he said to me that, I don't care how they are. What I want from them is education. I want them to go to school. That's all I want from them.
Wow.
Whatever they decide to do with their life after education, that is their choice.
You see, it's going back what Impo just
Yes.
said. That the only thing that she wants is happiness.
I want my kids to be happy.
So tell me, you guys are siblings. Can you believe that in Bogu they are siblings? They are twins. And
Okay.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
I love it.
I remember when I met you the first time. I thought you guys were joking. I'm like, no. And then you know that moment, like you see this one, like it's the same one. Then my friend said, no, they are twins. I'm like,
Oh yeah, because what you're saying, my dad's friend was like, okay, I see the other one is gay, but I'm not sure about the other one, but I'm suspecting. like my suspicion is very high.
But who?
Because it's never the case where you find twins that are both gay. It's either
Yeah.
one is straight, one is
one is gay, yeah.
So I think that's why people are drawn to us.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they
true.
immediately when you enter, they're like, oh, you're twins and you're both gay. So that's how people.
how do you guys feel? Both gays and both twins. How is it? No. I remember I'm a solo gay. So Mpo is raising a solo gay. So you guys, you are double.
So I mean,
How do
I
you
feel
guys
like
feel?
whatever I'm going through, he would be the first person to know, because he would relate to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He would relate to what I'm going through. So in whatever I do, he's the first person to know. He's the first person to find out.
And I think it must be nice as well just to have somebody that supports you all the time and understand your struggles I mean, you guys look the same, so you're going through the same thing in two people going through one thing.
Okay. The teasing, harassment, physical assault, and suicidal-related behavior. We've got a lot of gay people going through that. And the nice thing, I have Umamala, who is raising a rainbow child like me. I've got two brothers who are rainbow kids. So maybe you can be able to give your thoughts on this. We've got a lot of gay guys that are dying lately, killing themselves. Your thoughts on that? What's the problem? What is it, because of acceptance? Let me hear you guys.
For me, I think it's the touchiest subject because it still hurts me even today, because we all know why they're getting killed, why they're committing suicide. They're not being accepted. They're being treated like hell. I mean, if you're a lesbian, guys will have to probably argue before they know you to make you straight.
Yeah.
They're going through the most. Sometimes they rather just choose not to be in this world. And that's what they're doing to them. For me, that is the touchiest, because I've lost friends. They've lost their kids, So,
So
it's the
you,
worst.
Mpo, name, but before I go to you, is there anything that you guys want to say?
I would say maybe the problem is society. It's society that needs to change. We don't need to change.
We don't need
We
to
don't need to
change.
change.
Society need to
We
change.
need to change.
Okay, Mpo, I want to ask you this question, but it's for all of you guys. You are a mother, and then I'm talking about this harassment, teasing, and whatsoever. Like, your son is all over now. Your son is a superstar, as far as I will say. So are you not scared that they might attack him? Right now, he's on social media with you, and he's all over.
No, he's on social media. I manage the account. So when you're swearing at Fafa, you're swearing at me. It's fine. It's okay. And I can't even shield him from such, but I can teach him to be strong.
Okay.
That I can do. I can't shield him from hate, because hate is out there. Once he's 16 and has his own account, they're gonna hate on him. So the most important thing I can do for Fafa is teach him to be confident in himself, and to believe in himself, and to never listen to who says what. If I can instill those things in my son, nobody can touch him.
Nobody can touch him.
Nobody.
Guys, I'm coming to you now. You are both twins, and you are both gays, and then you, of course, you were once young like Fafa and myself, because I'm still young. So, guys, how did you deal with this? Like what I'm talking about, because I'm sure you were teased.
Yeah, we were.
We were teased a lot.
How did you deal with that?
I think what helped us is we always had each other.
I'm sure Ben Bashaya, ne?
No.
Ben Bashaya.
We are not violent, trust me.
Okay.
We always had each other.
Mina bankula mathunzi bethu ayashaya.
When one was teased, we didn't tell anyone in the house. We only discussed it between the two of us. Yeah, so I think that's why we grew our personality and our confidence, because I knew that if I have a problem, there's not only, but the first person I'll think about is him.
Wow, that's so beautiful. I love that. And then let's hear you, because it looks like he talks too much.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, let me hear you.
Yeah, but I would say later on in life, we got comfortable enough to tell our dad stuff. But when we were still growing up, I would always tell him. And then now we go to our grandmother, because she supports us 100%. But when we were growing up, I knew, okay, there's one person I know I can trust. One person, whatever I say, he will not stab me in the back. He will take what I'm saying to him seriously, and he will not twist it or go to anyone and tell it to someone else.
It's like telling to yourself, right?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm the mirror.
Yeah.
Wow,
I love that.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, that is beautiful. I wish you had a twin baby.
And then, is your mother still alive?
Yeah, she is.
So, how is she with the whole situation?
Oh, she's amazing.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Because she would say, you can do anything to me, but once you talk about my children, that becomes a problem.
Oh, okay.
That becomes a problem. My mom would say, hey, don't talk about my child. Say anything about me, but not my
That's my
child.
motto
Yeah,
too.
our mom is amazing because she's actually the first person we told
Yeah.
we were gay. And she was like, oh, I already knew, but I was waiting for you guys
To confirm.
to tell me. So I was not
We
gonna
know,
I was
we
not going
know.
to invade your space like
Yeah.
that. I
Or
wanted
try
you
and
to
make
feel
you
comfortable.
comfortable.
Yeah.
So, Mpo, you've got kids, ne? And you've got your shy son, the cute one. You must pass my regards. Not that the others are not cute. Yeah. So, abantwana bakho, because yes, when you are a mother, so when you don't have a choice, but they do have a choice.
Yes.
Let's not take that away from them. They can decide to accept, they can decide not. So kwifamily yakho udile kanjani naleyo and then bayithathe kanjani abantwana ukuthi sesinomuntu manje oyi-rainbow kuleli khaya.
Remember njengomama ne? Abantwana bakho uyababonisa indlela ngithi. Remember what I always say to people is that hate is taught.
Yeah.
Remember that. Even racism, even homophobic, all of those things are taught to kids. Singakhohlwa. Leyo nto le iyafundiswa. Akusinto ukuthi umuntu uvela akhule naye ngaphakathi. Uzoyazi lapho ukuthi why should I be hating on uFafa now because okay. Because the same thing, my kids never had a problem with it. They love Fafa. They're overprotective over Fafa. Fafa ke last born. So Fafa ke last born, so they're very protective over Fafa. Especially Tiago at school. Because what's about Fafa is different. You understand? So I've never taught my kids to hate another black person, another white person, another a gay person or whatever person. That is taught. It's the same thing about Bible. Homosexuality is wrong. That shit needs to be removed from the Bible, to be honest. Because hate, and it makes it okay. Because people refer back to Mara Bible ir. Same about when Timbuka elabangwale enja. By accept
Like constitution. Amen.
Because once it will never stop because they feel like it's a sin. But once it can change you more, a lot of people will start thinking differently because they trust that book. Doesn't matter what it says.
What are you guys saying? Go behind Yasha. But you mentioned something. Parents of gay, bisexual teen can have important impact in our lives.
Yeah.
It's what you just said now. What you just said about your kids, your other kids. You teach them. And then you are right because it's like when you're going to school. In order for you to pass, they need to teach you something. And then you need to take that thing. And then if you decide not to take it, you're going to fail, darling.
Exactly.
So, are you guys dating?
No.
Have you ever dated before?
Yeah.
Been dated in the day one or been dated?
And that is not the case. That's the only thing we are not willing to share. Because we share everything. We we have the same friends.
Yeah.
We go to the same school, same class, same course, everything. We are always together. Yes.
I'm sure one of you can be absent at work.
And they'll still not know.
So that's the one thing we are not willing to share or compromise.
Why? Because you don't. Why? Before I
I
say.
think for me it's because I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. So even if I see you with somebody else, yeah. It doesn't matter if it's him or someone. I'm still.
As long as we partner to partner.
Yes, it's mine and mine alone. Finish.
I like it.
And then you.
And you're not even apologetic about
No,
it.
he's not. Like he's not.
I mean, I would say that's the one thing we might be different on. Preference. We prefer different things.
Different type of man.
Different
honey.
type of man.
Yeah.
Different types of relationships.
Okay. So now, let me ask this question, especially Umama Gafafa, ne? But I'm sure you'll answer me well. If one day Fafa decide, you know what, because sometimes it's repent and it's You'll understand what I'm trying to say.
I've had that question actually 1,000 times, I think. But I always say to people that I'm not supporting Papa because he's gay. I'm supporting him because it's my child. So even if tomorrow Papa comes and says, Mommy, I'm straight, what's the difference? So I'm loving Papa more now because, okay. I find that ridiculous because that question for now, it doesn't really matter. If Fafa I want to transition, I want to do this, I want to do that. Whatever Fafa wants, it's what we're going to do to make Fafa happy. That's sexual preference. Because
Fafa is lucky.
Because at the end of it, I'm not doing this because of Fafa is gay. I'm doing this because I love my child. And I want to be part of my child's life. A lot of parents choose not to be part of their kid's life just because they're gay. And apparently, I also had one of my friends saying to me, in the black community, santu ubereke, before you accept. That's the only way you'll get respect. Wow, I was so hurt by that.
Praise God.
I was so hurt by that because I don't want my child to go through that.
No, I am so glad because it's the stigma. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm going back when I said to you, whatever that you guys are saying, I also peeked there. When I was asking you guys about LGBTQI family, you all said it's a community that was formed for us to be able to love each other, for us to support each other, for us to be there for one another. Are we there for one another?
No.
Not really. No, we're not.
Let's give your thoughts on that.
I went to an LGBT pride something. I'm not going to mention where it was. Yes. For whatever reasons. But that's the first time. I've been told there's a lot of hate within you guys in the community. You guys, I'm not going to hang up with mang. I hang out with better people. Or I'm not going to. I heard it's a lot going on. But to see it live that day, yeah, that was shocking. I was shocked. I was really shocked to see how you guys can really. Like, I'm like, what?
It's true because
I was shocked because I thought the whole point of this community is for you guys to protect each other from matanya amanga. But you guys are doing what you guys are doing to each other inside.
Yes, my so I would say when you're looking at this community, we have lesbians. Lesbians, you have that one lesbian who's known, who's this, who's on top. But because that lesbian is on top, I want to be better than the next top gay. I want to be better than the top transgender. I want to be better than the best bisexual person. That's how it is because we all want to be better and I don't get it.
But how are we going to fight the stigma?
How?
Of being not accepted and loved. Okay, we don't want to be loved. Because we love ourselves. But accept me. You understand?
This is going to start at home.
Yes.
To be honest, that's what I believe.
And
I
the
believe it's
LGBTQ
gonna start at home.
community is a family, as Mpo is saying. So if the family is failing, what's going to happen?
There's nothing that you guys can do if the family... Like, I was so... now I'm even more scared for Fafa.
You see?
So
I'm
your
even more
mental
scared.
well-being is not okay now. How about the son?
Yes, exactly. So, like, I'm worried in the future, I think it's going to change. That's why it's important for my child to work hard. Because because I've noticed that, even this thing, why should you have money before you accept? What is this?
We are going to go to Kubi. And it's so... Guys, Kubi.
Why though?
Kubi, and I hate it.
But us as black parents, we're failing our kids.
But I'm going to say this, whoever that's watching, I don't have a problem and I don't care, judge me, but I must tell the truth because I know this family judged a lot. The other color, they support each other in the LGBTQ family. But the other color,
but you know what I've also noticed? The other color naturally for no reason. Even though it's not even just for no reason. We don't want to see anybody doing better than we.
Yes.
And you know what I always say is this, the energy it takes for you to tshwara motho mong ka pelo ka yona. Ke yona energy e o itseng gape o itshwarela dilo tsa gago di eme. Remember that. So the energy you put in for hating is the energy that's going to come back for you with more hate for your shit to stop. And that's what people don't realize. We need to stop doing that.
And we need to stop doing that because
We need to stop doing that.
it's horrible.
Because how no more isang, wala ma United States, wala ma Indian United States. Kira pala Pakistan. Ali pale. Because they opening spaza shops mo ba tletse. Lona le palla go gore oi bona ka bula spaza shop ka sana la mutswetse. Go la qala fatshe gape. What is it with us? Skiing. Re tla pele jwang?
So what I think there's a lot needs to be done.
Yo, it's a lot. Worried to get generations as
Yeah.
I'm worried.
So you know, Mpo, I'm gonna say this to you and you as well. Excuse me. I was raised by a single parent. My father passed away when I was in standard 4, and my late mother, I think she accepted, but she was failing. And it's what you're saying now. I study, but what I'm doing, I don't like it. I study because I had to get salary and make sure that I support.
Because if you didn't do it, who was going to do it for you?
Do you understand? And sometimes we just want to get that love from them and trust from them. And the only thing I can do is to go and work and get a job.
So basically money is what we use for trust and all of that?
Yeah.
I will say that.
Wow, that's sad. I'm glad my son won't have to go through that.
I will say that, and I will not gonna shy away from that. And I'm from KZN, but I'm not gonna say KZN what. I'm just talking about myself now. And seeing you on social media, I was touched. I'm talking about my experience now. I was really touched and I was so happy. I'm like, how I wish, because it's a wish now. There is nothing I can do.
Can I ask you something?
Ask.
Do you think if you grew up having maybe the same support that I'm offering Fafa, do you think your life would have been different?
Yes.
How so?
I will be, work-wise, I'll be doing the work that I love, but I'm doing it now because this show, it means everything to me. And I went through a lot of things as a child
That were necessary.
that really hurt me. But if I had someone like you, I don't think I was going to go through those things. Maybe even if I was going through those things, I will know that I've got a supporting structure. I will go home, as you guys said, that you had each other. I never had anyone. That breaks my heart. I was only alone.
You know, as much as I support my child and they're bashing me, sometimes I feel like, yo, should I just stop and not show the world what I'm doing? But then what you just said now, if I could help another parent to see that it's okay to love your child, so we can save them from such damage.
Because there are a lot of kids, especially gay guys in my age, that are damaged. Sometimes you go home, you live in your life here, and then when you go home, you just change.
Straight. You have to be straight. Why are we doing this to our kids,
And
guys?
you know what is that? Mental disturbing.
Yes.
So basically, what I'm trying to say, I really adore you, even them, because when I met these two beautiful souls, I'm like, I want you guys on my show. I want you guys on my show. I want you guys to come and educate people. But now, I will start with you. What is it that you can tell someone that is watching Munchies and Thoughts now, seeing you on the show? Like an advice. What is it, the teaching that you can give that person?
Love yourself as you are, because no one will take that love away from you. Find yourself and be true to yourself, no matter what.
I'm going to talk to the parents out there because I just feel like I should be more concentrating on you guys. Guys, as mothers, as fathers, can we do better? Can we try and learn, try and understand, educate ourselves? Let's support these kids. Let's love them. It's our job. It's nothing special. It's your job to love your kid. You cannot be abandoning these kids. It's not okay. I'm not okay with that. I'm hurt. So can we do better?
I would say be kind to yourself. When you notice that you are different from other people, just don't have the mentality of saying, "Oh, I'm different now." Of course, it's going to be there. You're going to be bashed, you're going to be criticized, but just know that in the end, you are the only one that matters. You can tell yourself that I'm different and I will be happy, and whatever that happens, I'll be true and kind, because most people are not kind to themselves. Be kind to yourself, because that is really all that matters, because people don't talk about mental health, because many people are broken because they let other people dictate their lives. They let other people control how they live their lives. So I would say be kind to yourself.
Nibazwile-ke bachazile ukuthi be kind to yourselves, and umpho wachaza ukuthi abazali ngicela nithande abantwana benu, ngoba if singatholi support kunina, I don't think we'll be able to move on. So please, that's all what we want from you guys. Other than that, we are cool. So guys, for now, I need to say thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having us.
Let's do a cheers. Thank you and goodbye.